special magical wand, and you don't have to worry about calling babies ugly because I feel like that has to happen sometimes. But how would you think about like a large organization handling um, marketing decisions in a better way?
Um, I think so much of it starts with the way that the marketing department is organized. Um, Got to stop thinking about these media channels as uh, siloed opportunities for investment. If you invest in one, it has an effect on how the others are going to perform. So decisions about these investments need to be made in a cohesive, centralized way, um, so that everybody's bought into everybody's success and it's not pitting one channel's performance team versus another. The search team can help out the social team or the television team, just as much as they can help themselves.
Steven, same type of question for you.
No, I think Winston hit the nail on the head there. I think that it's you know, and look, not all large firms are created equal. Like, not all of them have behave the same way. I've seen some very large companies that have an environment where they are able to have those conversations, and they are able to recognize that the collective success is the goal here, right? It's not, um did the search team overperform? That means that money gets clawed away from the social team's budget or whatever. Like that, that exists. There are plenty of companies that absolutely operate that way, and that's where I've seen success, both in them growing honestly better employees and them moving people up the ladder, and home growing some real talent, and not having terrible attrition of great talent, and also marketing success. It's Winston's right. These things, there's a ton of interplay. Um, if there wasn't, then no one would ever buy something like marketing mix modeling, which is all about how the mix works together to produce a result, right? Um, we all know that these things play together and that they influence each other. I think there's that, and then and the other thing too that I see, and this is not specific to marketing or in big organizations, but having alignment towards common and shared goals. I think that, if you think about it, in a marketing organization, you've got like the paid search team, which, at the end of the day, they're probably two really important things that they actually do. One is some SEO stuff, right? They're making sure that when you search for Coca-Cola, for example, Pepsi doesn't pop up first, right? And the other thing is, and in doing that, they're basically protecting their brand, right? They are doing that. And then, you can, depending on where you are in your life cycle as a company, paid search can also help you do the opposite to someone else, right? It can help you jump in and take away. Like, if someone is searching for Pepsi, Coca-Cola might come up first, and they click Coca-Cola. I don't think people buy that online, but you get the idea. So I think that, it's doing that while something like out of home may be really driving just brand awareness or something, because people aren't driving on the road and they see a sign and actually immediately take an action, right? You can't. You're in your car, you're driving. You can't, unless it's pull off this exit and use the cleanest bathrooms on I-75. There's not much you can do. So I guess at the end of the day, it's understanding the strengths and weaknesses of different channels, and understanding what each what the goals could be for each of those channels, but more importantly, how they come together to one unified goal of what we're really trying to do as an organization. And I think that a lot of times that gets lost, where every team's being measured on different metrics, and they're being measured on different outcomes, and that doesn't, while they produce some different outcomes, they can be unified. I think. I don't know. I may have talked about that last statement. I'm not sure.
I like it, organizations and the people in those organizations need to be realistic about what marketing's potential and what its role is for the firm, given where the firm is in its life cycle and where the product space is in its maturity. If you are operating in a very mature market where people really understand the products well, and you are a well-known brand, there may not be a lot of opportunity in the short run for marketing to get big ROIs. But that doesn't mean that you don't continue to invest in it, because part of what you've been successful at is building up this goodwill in your brand that means a lot. And what it means is that there's a long run inertia that's going on that brings people to buy your products or services without a lot of incremental effect in the short run from media or marketing. But there's still a big effect of marketing on the long run. And so, if you can think critically about where you are with respect to the maturity of your product space in your own firm, then you have a better expectation about what the short run opportunities are for ROI for marketing. That's a different thing than the long run ROI, which is harder to measure, needs more data.